Creating polls with WP polls. One really fun way to encourage interaction on your blog is to create a poll. This is where you actually reach for feedback. You're saying to people, hey, I thought I'd create this poll on such and such. What do you think? And then you're asking people to vote. Sometimes there's a difference between somebody creating, responding to an article through a comment. It can be a bit daunting. Sometimes people don't want to share things, but getting people to vote in a poll, a lot of times people will do that because it could be anonymous, and they can vote, and then it's fun to see. Then people are going to come back to find the results of the poll, and it goes on and on. So creating a poll is actually really easy. In fact, of course, there's a plugin that makes it easy for you. So let's take a look at that plugin. Okay, so once you have the WP poll installed, you will see that if you go to your administrative panel, down here at the very bottom, there's a new tab for polls. Just go ahead and click on that to expand it, and from here you can manage the polls that you already have, or go ahead and add a new poll. I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Poll, and I'll show you how easy it is to create a new poll. Now, by default, the plugin will have a poll already set up, so you can kind of look at that too. But let's say we want to say, what do you think of my training videos? Answer 1, great. Answer 2, so-so. I can add another answer, as many as you want. Awesome. How about that? Everybody's going to choose that one, right? And then you can allow people to select more than one answer, or just one. You can also have the poll start on a certain time and end a certain time. This is nice because you can create multiple polls and have it weekly, changed weekly, even though you're just setting it up once, once a month, and you can have them stop and start and all that good stuff. Now, once you go ahead and add the poll, it will exist, but it won't appear anywhere yet because you actually have to tell WordPress where you want the poll to appear. There's two different ways you can do that. One is by using the widgets. So that you're familiar with WordPress, know what this means. Under Appearances, Widgets is a spot where typically a template has a spot where you can put widgets, which means that you just slide something in and then it appears in places such as a sidebar, the footer. It really depends on what template that you're working with. Yours may not necessarily look anything like this. But essentially, the template I'm using has a sidebar widget, which means that I can take any of these things here and move it over, and then it'll be there. So if you scroll down, you can see that the polls is one of the choices. So I'm going to take that and drag it up to the sidebar and pop it in. Excuse me. And now the polls will be in my sidebar. Now from here I can hold on. I can decide what I want the title of the poll to be, and also which poll I want to appear. So if I have 10 different polls, I'll pick which one I want to be shown there, and then just hit save, and then it would be there. But I'm going to remove it because I don't want it to be there. But that's how that works. Now, if you want to actually have the poll in your WordPress blog without using a widget, meaning you want it somewhere else, you basically can have it wherever you want, you have to refer to their documentation that they give you, and they give you this code right here. You just take this snippet of code and post it right into your template wherever you want it to appear. So that's it's not difficult to do. You do have to specify what poll that you would want to show if you want to show a specific one also. So if you need to have this done, you may have to pay somebody to do that, but it's not a big deal, and once it's in, and you're good to go. So basically, it's a really nice interface. It's easy to create polls, and they're kept track, and you can even archive the polls. If you look down here, you can manage the polls that have already closed and have the sites posted somewhere. You can reopen, close polls, all different kinds of things. It's a really nice plugin. I definitely recommend it. And of course, it's a great thing because it encourages your visitors to interact, and they're going to come back to find out who won the poll, and it's a fun thing to do.